On Beverly Boulevard, what anti-Semitic scrawlings were there?
Well, I didn't really pay attention to the actual meaning of the words they wrote. I just saw there was tremendous graffiti
Okay.
on Rabbi Besh's shul I saw, which is right next door. And across the street at the shul, there are three shuls across the street on the corner building. They had graffiti. Outside of that, I don't recall the exact words they wrote. I didn't want to read the words. They were so disparaging.
Were they indiscriminate? In other words, that they would scrawl on every storefront that they would see?
It was very discriminating. It was only on the shuls.
It was only on the synagogues?
Yes. And then the other businesses, they were breaking windows and looting if they could. And I was fortunate. I had an excellent gate I had just put up a few months before. Fortunately, somebody had broken in here in last December. And I realized how vulnerable I was, so I put a really good gate, and it kept them from breaking the windows. So it spared me, I think.
But do you think there were instances where they targeted a Jewish business because it was Jewish?
It's a tough question. Very tough. They knew it was a Jewish neighborhood, obviously. I mean, Ariel Market, they went in full glory because they saw the alcohol sign there. It was hard to differentiate. There's so many protesters and looters and groups. It's hard to say what each one's motivation was. But certainly because it's a significantly Jewish neighborhood, it was Jewish targets.
Do you get any sense that the street was selected because it was a Jewish...
That's my feeling, yes. Absolutely. They wanted to hit this neighborhood to make a statement. It wasn't, they weren't doing it in Watts. They came to our neighborhood for a specific reason. No doubt about it. A lot of Jewish kids I saw going in there too.
Going in where?
Into the protest as part of the march. There were a lot of white Jewish kids there that day, included in the march, that stood by while the synagogues were vandalized and the Jewish shops were broken into.
Well, what could they do? It was bedlam at that point.
Well, what could they do? They could have just held back or just stopped protesting or walk away. They didn't have to participate.
They participated in?
Yeah. To what level, I don't know, because I wasn't standing on I didn't want to be near the street where they were rioting and looting. I didn't think it was too safe of a place to be.
Were they Orthodox kids?
No.
No.
It was college-educated leftist Jewish kids.
You think they just got swept up in the...
No, they knew. They parked. The reason I know who it was, I was at shul in Hancock Park in the morning, and they were many Jewish kids were parking many blocks away, like a mile away, and walking to the protest because they knew their cars were going to be destroyed. They didn't want their cars to get destroyed, the windows broken. And I talked with them, and they knew exactly what was going to happen. They knew it was going to tend to violence. They knew there would be an Antifa element. They knew exactly what was happening, and participated nonetheless.
And how did the police protect the businesses here?
That particular day?
Yeah.
I have no idea. It was Shabbos. It was Shavuos. I'm sorry.
Weren't here.
If it was a weekday, I might have stayed inside to protect my own. But fortunately, as my wife says, it was Shavuos, so I wasn't near the place.
Yeah. How good a job do you think the police would do on the next occasion to protect the businesses?
It depends. It all depends on the mayor's orders. If he gives them a stand-down order, then they'll do a lousy job. They would do no job. If they want to stop
like they did last time.
That's right. They can stop in a second if they want to. If they want in a second, it could be over. It wouldn't have to happen at all. They don't have the will to stop it.
You think they don't want the optics of looking like that the police are going oppressively towards a black crowd?
Obviously, yeah, because it's an anti-police protest. That's what the nature of it is. And they for some reason have a crazy theory that somehow this will get it out of their system. Let them riot, let them vent, and then they'll be done with it. That's their theory.
What do you think?
Well, you see 100 days later, it's still protesting in the cities in America, so it doesn't seem to work too well. So that's how I feel about it.
Are the store owners asking the police for more protection next time?
No, I mean, it's not. We have no power to convince the police to do anything. It's really we're at their behest. We're just hoping. I mean, hopefully we'll elect officials that will support law and order. That's what we have to do. Because it's really up to them. It's their decision. Nothing we say is going to change their mind. I can't imagine. They know we don't want to be looted and robbed and destroyed. They all know that. They're well aware. But their hands are tied. The policemen on the beat would love to stop them. It's coming from above. It's not coming from the cops themselves.
You think the chief of police, or is it from the mayor's office?
It's the mayor. It's the mayor. Maybe the chief of police. I don't know. I don't know the inner workings, but it's coming from high above. That's for sure. In the pecking order.